Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm very sorry earlier, like we couldn't get to have a class. I wanted the class to be so interesting. So this one, I'll just have it since I can say a lot of people are not here, kind of be like me alone. And I'll leave the record maybe for almost everyone to come and encounter this in the morning. So as we already started, I can still remember we were on this forest basics. Sorry, because I'm messing up with the class in my head because there are a lot of classes I've been into these 2 days. So I believe here we are. Let me have a share of my screen. This is it. So I already started. Maybe I can say there's no point starting the intro all over again. But regardless, let me just dash down to the intro. So I started by what is Forex, and I said Forex is a short form for foreign exchange. And unlike the traditional way of foreign exchange back then, like the way we do exchange materialistic things, this one it's only all about currencies. Be like the currency we do use between us. Nigeria have its own currency, which we all know as the naira, and American have theirs as the dollar. And regardless, like them, they have the Canadian dollar, they have the United States dollar, so like that. And what is traded on Forex? So what is traded in Forex mainly? It's currency pairs. But definitely forex markets or forex brokers will give you access to not only the currency pairs, you still gain access to precious metals, shares, crypto, oil, stocks, and etc like this. So this currency pairs, we already know what's currency. Currency, it's the normal money we do use, kamar kuɗin da muke amfani da su na yau da kullum kawai muke al'amuranmu da su. And it added with pairs. So that's in twos kenan suke bibbiyu ne. Das ba wai za ka trading iya Nigerian naira ba ne ko kuma iya dollar ba a'a. Suna haɗe ne. Maybe za ka sai da dollar za ka sai Nigerian naira. Za ka sai da Nigerian naira za ka sai dollar. Kamar yanzu ne ka je banki kana da naira sai ka ce kai dala kake so za ka saya ka ba su. Ko kuma kai za ka tafi Saudi riyal kake bukata za ka saya. So sai ka ba da nairanka a baka riyal ko kuma ka dawo za ka ba da riyal so za ka karbi naira. So yawanci guda biyu ne komi a haɗe shi yasa aka ce shi PS. And precious metals. These precious metals include things like gold, silver, majorly. So majorly the gold, the silver, suneko, and these are things that we know. So regardless, these gold and silver yawanci ba wai gold ɗin kaɗai zaka gani a rubuce ba, like there is how it's written and we will definitely come about it. Then shares. If you don't know what is shares, like shares kamar sayan hannun jari ne a kamfani. So wannan kan kusan zan ce kowa idan dai aka ce sayan hannun jari a irin kaɗan daga cikin kaso na riban da ake samu a wannan kamfani. So the next thing kuma it is crypto. So crypto it's another different thing, like totally. at all. But yet still, this forex market can give you access to trade crypto, kamar BTC da muka sani, da Ethereum da muka sani, normal. But idan muka zo class na crypto, like we will understand deeper the kind of crypto you gain access to trading in forex, and the kind you gain access in the whole crypto market. So the crypto zan ce suna nan daban-daban. And there is oil. So oil, like normal oil da muka sani, crude oil, ɗanyen mai, that's it. So we do trade something like US 30, that's Shima money, but we'll look into that. Sai kuma stocks. Stocks shi ma sayan kamar hannun jari ne, but wannan, let me say kamar yanzu yadda kamfanin Apple, ita tana waya, tana laptop, tana waya. So duka wannan stocks ne na kamfani. Irin abubuwan da kamfani ne suke producing. So akwai kuma abin da suke producing wadda shi wannan ba taɓa shi za ka yi ba. Wannan digital something ne kawai yana nan. So you buy some part of it, and kuma kuɗinsa na canzawa, yana ƙaruwa yana raguwa. Idan ya ƙaru ka samu riba. So like that, I don't have to stay long here. Wanna just explain it saboda mu fahimta ne. So here it says these are the examples of currency pairs. We have something like USD. Sorry, for currencies. I don't know why pairs is here. So US dollars, euro, pound, Japanese yen, Swiss franc, Nigerian naira. So wannan duka kuɗaɗe ne kawai na ƙasashe daban-daban. And all these are also listed on our MT4 or MT5 app. Duk wani wanda ya san anything about about trading forex have once heard about something like MetaTrader, and the short form of MetaTrader, it is either MT4 or MT5. Saboda MT5 yayan MT4 ne. And the next thing we're going to look into, who is a forex broker. They said forex brokers are firms that give you access to the forex market. They provide you as a trader access to the financial market by providing a trading account for you. They give traders what we call leverage. We will see what leverage means very soon. So they also provide support functions to the traders. So uh one simple example ya kamata na kawo. Let me think of the most simplest example I can bring so that we all understand. Okay, forex broker kamar yanzu banki ne kawai, in a short form. Wadda yanzu haka idan kana da naira kana so zaka sayi dala, zaka je irin to the nearest bank ne, bankin da ke kusa da kai, ka je ka ba da naira sannan a baka dala. So the same function da bankuna suke yi, that's the same function that this forex broker suke. But banki ita, it's a broker to you, that's as a physical broker, that give you access to the physical part of the forex aspect. While this broker here, Shikuma, is a bank that give you access to the digital part of the forex market. So that's the difference between a broker and a bank, but they also have the same purposes. And kaman a zamanin da, iya mai kuɗi kawai yake iya trading forex, irin masu kuɗi sosai, ko kuma institutions da akwai hannun jarin mutane da yawa sosai, irin group of mutane za su haɗu sai su zuba kuɗi sosai a ciki a yi waya. So su kaɗai ne suke iya trading forex. But now with the help of all these brokers, they give you access to the financial markets, to the forex markets, as easy as it could be. So there are different various brokers in the forex markets. Here are some of them. These hot forex, but mainly if I'm advising, I think I forgot to insert Xnex here. So we are going to be using Xnex. So I think I will do that one in our practical aspect of the forex. So, but our next Okay, our last part, that's the third part of the forex aspect, will all be practical so that we see how things are done. So another thing, I think the next thing, this subtopic, is trading times and trading sessions. So it says we are entering the most part of this forex trading. If you were distracted before, please let focus, because your proper understanding of the forex market will be determined if you know the forex cycle. There are various trading times and trading sessions in the forex. They include Sydney session, Tokyo session, London session, Frankfurt session, and the New York session. So someone will ask maybe me yasa muke da waɗannan sessions din, me yasa aka kawo sessions. Abin da yasa forex market, I believe maybe I could have explained it in here. Okay, this is it. This is the explanation. But let me still say it. Forex markets is a 24 hours market. It's regarded as the market that doesn't sleep. Kwata kwata. So as it is a 24-hour market, it works constantly. So definitely, kamar yanzu yadda mu dare ne yanzu haka anan, karfe does at the time I'm making this video, it's around 12 in the night. So mu dare ne yawanci, a lot of people are sleeping. And in the other part of the world kuma tsakiyar rana ne yanzu haka. So they are so active. They will get access to the forex market entirely, and while you're resting. And idan forex ba 24-hour market bane, maybe an jima ka tashi su dare ya musu sai a ce market a kulle. Idan kana son trading forex, dole sai dai ka zauna da dare baka yi bacci ba, like abun bai yi ba. So, and the importance of bringing these sessions shine, these sessions determines where most of the transactions are taking place. If you go through these, read these things, you get to understand that this session should be like this Sydney session, Tokyo session. Dika Sydney sinan gari ne, Tokyo it's Japan, London it is that's England, Frankfurt, I think Frankfurt should be Asia, then New York it is the US part. That's United States of America. So all these sessions are named after the major countries where the transactions are taking place. So whether currently in Zanhaka as it is, the absolute market that is open, it is Tokyo and Sydney. Saboda yanzu haka su a can rana ne a wurinsu, they are so very active. And each of these sessions that we see here, it opens for just 9 hours. So I inserted the time they open. So normally, okay, I forgot to insert this. Like I forgot a lot of things. Oh God, because I was in a hurry. That's why. Please pardon me. Because here I only inserted the time. Commands in this Sydney session opens by 9 p.m. GMT. So 9 p.m. GMT. I think our time is GMT plus one. So don't be thinking Sydney session opens karfe tara na dare. No, this GMT Greenwich Mean Time. So we are ahead of Greenwich Mean Time with 1 hour. So that means Sydney sessions open by 10 p.m. That's in our time. So I supposed to have indicated here, put it in a bracket by 10 p.m. And so each of this time that is here, just add plus 1 hour. That's when it opens in our own Nigerian time. So here it says Forex is a 24 hours market. It is most times regarded as a market that never sleeps because it's open for 24 hours of the day except on weekends. So no matter where you are around the world, no matter your time zone, you can trade these large, highly liquid markets. Let's now get to their trading times. I believe I already talked about this. Then it says GMT time is also equivalent to the time in Ghana. Okay, does Ghana people uses this GMT as their time, but BB uses GMT plus one. However, because it's traded by many people all over the world, the times are left in standard times. So, but whenever it's mentioned so time GMT, then you already know how many hours are you ahead of GMT. Then you add up, or how many hours are you minusing from the normal GMT time. That's And here it says, please note, all sessions last for only 9 hours. And Sydney sessions opens by 9 p.m. GMT and will close by 6 a.m. GMT. That means Sydney sessions open karfe goma na dare, sannan kuma ana rufe Sydney session karfe bakwai na safe. And kuma Tokyo session ana bude shi karfe 12 na dare. That's 30 minutes back then da aka bude as the time I'm making this video. So, and za a rufe shi karfe 9 na safe. And immediately kafin a rufe shi lokacin karfe 8 na safe, that's a time namu na nan kenan, by 7 a.m. GMT za a bude London session because it's already morning there, and they're going to open market at their place. So a lot of transactions will be taking place. So let's not forget, all these things uh, happen due to the major countries where all these transactions are happening, and that's why all these sessions are named after all the countries, and all the country have where it's representing, as I said earlier. So if you read all these surutu, like, you get to understand. I believe that's the use of the guide. So it says, for example, by 12 GMT, Sydney session and Tokyo session will be open together, and it okay. I've left the asalin bayani a farko. Here's it. As a forex trader, you wouldn't want to trade a quiet market because there won't be much fluctuations, and it's those movements that make money for us. You come to understand this soon and know what I mean. So I can say among these all these write-off that are here, like reading this place from this nowadays an important thing, down to these terminologies, like that's an essential something you need to have. So I don't want this video to be very long. That's why I'm kind of in a rush. So now the next thing we're going to look, it's forex trading terminologies. Okay, did I pass it? Terminologies used in forex markets. So it says, just like every field you try to learn, you will have to get accustomed to its terms and terminologies. So also is a field of forex. You need to learn about the terminologies to be able to communicate with the market analyst and with your fellow traders. Because as time goes on, yanzu I'm trying my possible best, akwai abubuwan da ba na sakawa yanzu haka ba zan na faɗan su ba, but to me, like, they will be so much easier if I'm using those things to communicate with you people. Like, ni kaina ma zan fi jin daɗin fahimtar da ku, but due to idan na faɗe su, you people doesn't have idea about it, so there is no point in me saying that those things. So that's why. So please and please do well and get yourself accustomed to these terminologies. There are more than this, but I believe these are the essential ones that I brought here that you need to know. Because if you're trading whatever markets, like, you need to know these terminologies. So like, let me give you an instance. Kamar yanzu likitanci kake karanta, kana so ka zama likita, dole akwai waɗansu abubuwan da you study wadda on a normal norms mutane ba su san da su ba. That's why likita za su iya zama a gaban ka, or especially I can say something like science students, they will discuss a lot of things, and you are not, that you're not among them. You that you're not a doctor, or you that you're not a science student, will hardly understand. So these are the kind of things I can say that's in forex markets. So that is what we will be learning in this section, be it law, medicine, journalism, engineering, etc. You have to get yourself acquainted with their terminologies to be able to communicate properly. So it is with the world of forex. You will also need to learn some of the basic terminologies. So I believe these are the basic terminologies. That's why I bring them here. And the first ones we are going to look into, these are them. To go long means to buy. To go short means to sell. So there could be instances that if we start to go a little bit deeper, whether maybe sometimes I do analysis and maybe we start to trade, even if it is demo account. If I want to share a signal, I'll just come and be like long this so and so currency pair. For instance, long Euro USD. I cannot start telling you buy Euro USD. No, it is long Euro USD. So already, if you know the meaning of long, someone that doesn't know anything about forex wouldn't know what I'm saying. But you that you're acquainted to forex and you know the terminologies, the moment you hear anything long, you know it is buy. And the moment Kajanche go short on this thing, you know it is sell it. So if a trader tells you that he will long on a currency pair, he mean that he bought the pair. Well, if they tell you that they short a currency pair, they sold pair. Soon you get to see that all what we are doing in forex is buying and selling. And the next term we have here, it is bullish market and bearish market. So definitely, if there is buy and sell, you cannot sell something and skuma the price should keep going up. It doesn't work like that. The moment you sell something, then you believe the price should go down so that you get your profits. And sometimes you shouldn't buy something and be expecting the price should be stagnant or the price should go down, because you're expecting some profit, so you're expecting the market to go up. So this is where these bullish markets and bearish markets comes into play. And bullish market means a market that is going upward, while bearish market means a market that is going downward. So a lot of us have seen how charts look like. I forgot to insert an example of it, but majorly, if you look into the chart of whatever currency pair or whatever it is, exactly candlesticks, like they're going up, going down, going up, going down, going up, going down. So there are instances of they going upward, like the price keeps going upward, upward, upward. So that's when we can say the market is bullish, because buyers, bulls are taking over the markets. And this bearish market means the market is going down. So another thing, when someone tells you that a currency pair or a commodity is bullish, it's telling you that it's going up. Well, that while one that is bearish is going down. Let's note all these terms down. You'll need them when you need them as we progress into the training. So another thing, it's bulls than bears. So if you can see, bulls are kind of derived from this bullish here, and these bears are derived from this bearish that we have here. So bulls usually means the buyers, those people buying maybe for a currency pair or a crypto or maybe a stock or whatever, are the bulls. Those people that pushes the market upward are the bulls. Sometimes I can just be like bulls are into the markets, like bulls soon should go market. So definitely price will start spiking up. It will start going up. saboda masu sayan shi sun zo. And sometimes I will be like bears are taking over the market, so masu sayarwa sun shigo kasuwa. And the next thing, it is ranging. So sometimes zaka ga for quite a while chart din price ba wai ya haura sama bane, no, yana wuri ɗaya ne, yana ta consolidating, like yana ta tafiya gefe gefe kawai, zai haura kaɗan sama ya dawo, ya haura kaɗan sama ya dawo, ya haura kaɗan sama ya dawo. So something like that, we call it ranging. And then uh another thing, if I don't forget, at the end of this, I will try my possible best to show us the example of this ranging, trending, and then the bullish and the bearish markets. So this trending means a market that have a direction. That's any market that is going either upwards ko kuma markets da yake sauka, ba wai market yana wuri ɗaya bane yana ta consolidating. Idan yana wuri ɗaya yana ta ƙasa da sama da ƙasa, sama da ƙasa, like a wuri ɗaya, shine ranging. Idan sama yayi, it is trending, that's bullish trending. Idan kuma ƙasa yayi, that's bearish trending. So you see a little bit things are becoming a little bit complicated. So another thing, it is hawkish, then dovish. Hawkish, this term is mostly used when referring to central bank or personnel of a country. Bila kamar yanzu haka, muna da central bank namu anan. Central bank a little bit controls our economy in terms of currency. So central banks su ne za su iya ƙoƙari su ƙara mana value kuɗin ƙasanmu, but they couldn't. We all know the kind of country we live in. So, and this ƙara value kuɗi depends on this thing we call increase in interest rate. This interest rate here, that's what increases the value of a currency pair. Meanwhile, okay, as I said, sorry, let's not forget those people in charge of the central bank are the people we call hawkish, and the people that are against the hawkish people are called dovish. This is the opposite of of hawkish. Personnel who are dovish are very restrictive. They do not want to tamper with the interest rates. They even want to reduce it. So be like kamar yanzu haka, as we are in this country, sometimes the central bank will be willing to increase interest rate so that value kudin kasan mu ya karu. But people like our able Mr. President, I'm sorry, Allah sa bai da dan uwa cikin nan, kada ji maybe na zagi president o. So people like our Mr. President is a dovish person. Duk abin da zai kara value kudin kasa baya so. So that's dovish people. And then another thing, it's NFP. The full meaning of NFP is non-farm payroll. These have to do with something in the United States markets. So it's a very important news event in the US that happens usually every first Friday of the month. We will definitely come to look at it. We have it down there. So we will look at this. And don't forget, please, to a little bit go through this write up that is here. It will definitely help. Just read it, know what is there. I don't say studies or cram it, just read it. So another thing, it is forms of forex. There are basically two forms of forex, which are fundamentals and technical analysis. So sometimes you just see a trader sit down in front of his system with all those charts going upward and downward. You don't know what he's doing. Sometimes you go and read some little bit of news, do why, and yet still he'll go and enter trade. And sometimes he'll tell you, no, yo, I'm not trading because I do not see any entry. So all these things happens due to these two things, this fundamental and technical analysis. So let's look into what is fundamental analysis. This is also known as news trading. Here you are analyzing the forex market with respect to the news. So as it is, a, a lot of things happens. When it happens, we don't know about them. Say, I'm broadcasting on our news, or maybe someone officially on the page posting it and telling us so and so happened. That's when we get to know. So going through all those news, and sometimes the statistical data released on things like Forex Factory, that's where we do go and get news. There is application called Forex Factory. There is FX Street. You'll be definitely having it in the next part of our class. So we'll look into that. So this is where we do get news about Forex markets. And it says the MT5 app has a summary of news session. Also, some sites like forexfactory.com, dailyfx.com, fxstreet.com. So there are a lot of them, but the major ones is this Forex Factory, Daily FX, and the FX Street that I said earlier. So in Forex, you make money on both sides of the news. We will come to see how to trade the news later. Let's look at important news released by the United States. Even though there are news released every day, there is what we Forex traders call king of all news. It is called the NFP. So this NFP trading, I can say, okay, it's a fundamental analysis trading, but there is what we call NFP trading. That's majorly trading only NFP, because we have some certain traders that they don't do any analysis. They only trade on NFP days, because on that NFP news, just once a month, first Friday of the month, they'll trade NFP, have the profits they want, and disappear off the markets. They are not coming back to the next month again, because that NFP day, that NFP release, there's a huge, I can say, volatility in the market at that instance. But not only it, majorly me, the kind of news that I trade in Forex, number one, it is CPI, then FOMC, and then sometimes now I've started trying this NFP, because NFP, it's the most dangerous. NFP can make you rich at once, and it can demolish you at once, because NFP have killed me like 1,000 times. That's why I gave up, but now I've recovered and yet still come back to it. So it says non-farm payroll. That's the full meaning of NFP. This is news released by the United States of America. Among all the news released by the US, this is the highest because it causes the most volatility in the market. Someone who asks what is volatility, we will definitely see a lot about volatility, but volatility means the high pressure of movement of prices in the market. Sometimes you see the market is very slow, the prices are moving very sluggishly, but sometimes you see the charts are just moving like very fast. So they moving very fast, it's what we call volatility. By volatility, we mean making the market fluctuate and move in a particular direction most rapidly. This is a simple English. On a day of NAP, you don't even need to trade that much currency pairs to make such profit. Just one currency pair will make a move of 100 pips within 5 minutes. Like not only 100 pips, sometimes it's 1,000 pips within 5 minutes. That's the truth, especially on gold. So we'll also this season, let's talk about what the news entails. Let's start with understanding what NFP is. Non-farm payroll is one of the biggest news that every trader awaits on. It's a news that contains various data and statistics released by the US Bureau of Labor and Statistics. It's very influential as an indicator of US economy, because of the US Federal Reserve makes monetary policy decisions based on this data. Hence, investors, financial analysts, forex traders, stocks traders make trading decisions with the news. It is released every first Friday of the month by 8:30. a.m. EST. That is 12 p.m. GMT, meaning by 1:30 p.m. in our Nigerian Standard Time. So these are a little bit of, I can say, information to make you understand a lot more about NFP. Then interpretation of NFP. uh we don't only get the news about NFP and look at it and we don't know anything about it. You have to interpret the news. Okay, in a nutshell, if you read this, maybe you get the concept. But let me say this: there is what we call forecast, previous, and current rates. So majorly news comes out with these three different statistics results. Kamar yanzu, let me say, this month of July that we are in, first Friday of month of July, the NFP news will be released as this is the result we have for the previous NFP. Let me say it is 2.5%. Then it is forecasted last month that they are expecting there will be an increase in the interest rate to something like 3.5%. So that's forecast. And the next thing, it is current, that's the results that they got in that month. Then it will be, then maybe it not up to that 3.5, it's above 2.5. Then it comes out at something like 3.0. So this is a good result. Definitely the value of dollar, United States dollar, would be higher. So any currency against in United States dollar, its value will go down, while the value of the United States dollar will go up. So meanwhile, any currency pair that you'll be using a dollar to buy it, so be selling that currency while buying the dollar. And any currency against in dollar, that means you're using your dollar to buy that currency because your dollar is of high value now, while that other currency is going down. And idan kuma, let me go back to our result. Then the forecasted, sorry, the previous, it's 2.5%. Say this month sai muka zo muka samu 2.0%. That's the value will go down. The value of dollar will go down. And you know what steps to take on. This NFP is a very vast something that I can say advisably we will have maybe an hour or more than to discuss all about this. So the next form of forex trading, it is technical analysis. This form of trading is when you analyze the market using indicators, chart patterns, candlestick, Fibonacci, support and resistance, pivot points, Elliott waves, etc. When you use any of the above to analyze the market, it's called technical analysis. So mostly everybody know traders as they sit down in front of their system, their setup, or maybe with their phone, look into charts, drag some kind of rubbish lines, some kind of rubbish triangles. So this is what we call technical analysis. All those rubbish that they do draw, Basa, which is something like indicators, and the way the markets, the candlestick goes up, go down, goes up, we call them chart patterns. And there are different type of charts. We have the line charts, we have the bar charts, we have the candlestick chart. So majorly we do use the candlestick chart for that. But there is some a strategy called something like the alchemist. That one you have to be using line charts. But that's another different thing. So the next thing we're going to look into it is what we call currency pairs. At this point, we will use our trading app MetaTrader 4 to continue the lesson. At first, I inserted MetaTrader 4 here, but I installed MetaTrader 4. Then I see like there are a lot of things that have been updated because I've been using MetaTrader 5 for quite a while seriously. So I thought MetaTrader 4 could be like the MetaTrader 5. Then I see MetaTrader 4 is so much outdated. So definitely we'll be using MetaTrader 5. So please do well and install your MetaTrader 5. That's if you want to trade Forex. Just go to either your Play Store or your App Store, search in MT5. You'll get it. And another thing, please, if you don't have space in your phone, please do allow and provide those space because you'll be needing them to install a lot of apps. That's the plain truth. So we are studying currency pairs. These are the currencies. Wherever in Forex you see EUR, it means euro. Wherever you see USD means United States dollar. GBP means Great British Pound. That's the currency at England. CHF means Swiss franc. NZD means New Zealand dollar. Aussie. AUD means Australian dollar. Sometimes it is called Aussie dollar. JPY means Japanese yen. Then what brought Forex course here? Oh, I don't know. Like the edit so good. So whatever, these are various type of currencies pairs here that are given as an example. So as we observe on your MT5, it's mostly written as their abbreviation. Among those pairs of currencies, the first currency within the pair is called the base currency. If we remember earlier, I already said it. Like by currency guda ɗaya bane za ka na trading dole ne it's another currency again another currency kamar yadda za ka bada naira ka karbi dala ko ka bada dala ka karbi naira. It involves two different currencies. So these two different currencies they all have their names. So and it is said any currency that you see at the right side, it is called base currency. And any currency you see at the left side, it is called cut currency. I hope we are on the same page. So, in a nutshell, the way it is like this, if you tap on, let me say, this Euro USD here, this one that is here, if you tap on this and you buy, and you tap on buy, means you are buying euro and you're selling dollar. So any currency that is at the right side, it's the one we are selling, and the one in the left side is the one we are buying. But what if you tap on this currency, then you this currency pair, then you not tap on buy, you tap on sell. Then means you are selling your euro while you are buying your dollar. So it's so simple. Please don't confuse yourself. If it is this currency pair euro USD, you tap on buy. That means you're buying euro, you're selling dollar. And if it is the same currency, you tap on sell. Then you're selling euro and you're buying dollar. It's just quite the opposite ones. And if you look at it, at the other side, we have the prices here. So and okay, down below we have what all those prices means. So be like at no insert it here. But let me say it. Okay, the prices you see here are the bid price, while the prices you see here are the ask price. Am I doing it right? Be like I'm not too. All right. However, like a bit of my network went off self. Among these two prices that we are seeing here, there is buying price and there is selling price. So the bid price, this one, means the price you'll be buying at, while this one means the price you'll be selling at. Sometimes you see the prices are the same, be like this one, they are the same, but sometimes you see they a little bit differ. Like if we come down here, you see this one, it is 3.6, and this one it is 3.7. So why they differ? It's because, like, let me say this one here, this Euro USD, if you're buying, so this is the buying price. You're not buying with this price. You are buying with this particular price because this is the price called ask price. Normal ask ask common tambaya like this. So this is the selling price. So they are the ones selling it to you and you are buying. So if you're buying Euro USD, they, they are using this price to execute your trade. And if you are selling Euro USD, so that's they are buying it from you. So they are using this price. Kamar yanzu kai ne ka je banki kana buƙatan za ka sai dala. Idan ka je sai ka ce za su ce maka na nawa kake so. Kowane dala ɗaya suna sai da dala akan naira 1,400 da naira 50. So sai ka karbi dala, let me say something like $10. Ka karbi $10 naka. Kana fita daga banki sai ka canja ra'ayi ka koma. Sai ka ce kai ka fasa su baka kuɗinka. The next thing za su ce maka ai yadda suke sayan dala suna sayan dala naira 1,390 ne. So kaga kuɗin da suke sayar maka da kuɗin da za su saya a wurinka daban-daban ne. So this is what it's here. But sometimes you can see the price the same. So this one I just brought it, be like it's not here, but probably I will do well and insert it in the next one. Maybe we a little bit elaborate it. So it says, let's note this down. An important thing to note here is that the base currency is always stronger than the cut currency, with few exceptions, and we will see soon. So in the example above, euro is stronger than the US dollar. I believe you know that. Hence, euro is the base while USD is the cut. Okay, for instance, Anand, what it means, okay, here, euro USD. You need $1.1428 to buy 1 euro. Each 1 euro costs $1.1428. That's what it means. So you see, kind of, I can say a euro is stronger than a dollar. That's why. Be like this next example, USD is the best currency and JPY is the cut currency. So you need 162 Japanese yen to buy $1. Like, so that's why it says base currencies are stronger than cut currencies. But there are instances like this. Let me come on to this. This Aussie Canadian dollar, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Here, Australian dollar, it's no stronger than Canadian dollar, but yet still Australian dollar, it's the best price. Sorry, it's the best currency. Sorry. So you can see here, you need 0.98 Canadian dollar to buy 1 Australian dollar. It's not up to a dollar. So this is like an improper fraction, but you still work like that. It's quite okay. But majorly, suppose that base currency should be stronger than the currency. So So this is just like another karim bayani da na anan. Maybe if you look at these are practical something I screenshotted from my phone, inserted it here so that we understand it clearly, because this is what we will definitely be seeing on our phone. And I try my possible best to use an example with Nera here and explain a bit of things. So please do well and answer this. Like, it's just three simple questions. I don't say tell me, or like just answer it in your head. If you answer it right, then definitely you're doing the right thing. And I think this one is just a bit of what you have to go through, because I don't want this class to reach this 1 hour, but it did. However, like, it's kind of good, very so good, and I like it. So, mashallah. Now I can still see you in the next part too, because part two we are going to look on things like pips, lot size, and then we look at a lot of examples on those practical parts of what we are going to be seeing in our phones while we start trading forex. And furthermore, like, if there is anyone with a question, like, there is a chat section where you can either private chat me, or maybe publicly, so that everybody could learn from your question. You can ask, and I will be so happy to answer whatever your question could be. But for today, I think, thank you for your time and thank you for going through this video, and see you in the next class. Thank you so much. So should I say good night? Wow. Okay, wow, wow, wow. So there are people in the class, I don't know.